Okay, taping again. Okay, and so she put it off and put it off. Even one day when I was over there, Billy, Harold's mom, said, "Are you going to clean this girl's car out today?" And my mom says, "I'm only one woman, Billy. I don't have time to do it. And besides, it's Harold's stuff, and he needs to clean it out." Now, I don't know how many times she said that, okay? Well, we're, 6 weeks away, right, from that. The car's still sitting over there. She wouldn't clean it out. I took her to the hospital, did all that, got back. Anyway, I go over to her house to take her damn Christmas tree the other night that I decorated and put together because she wasn't even going to, do that. And she's all bummed out and everything about Christmas and whatever every year. So I go and I take her the little Christmas tree. Well, when I go over there, she says to me, "Oh, this man named Jim called last night and offered Harold $1,000 for the station wagon." And I just looked at her. I was speechless. I didn't even know what to say, I'm like, "Really, Mom?" Yeah, and I mean, it just sat there for years and years, and just, it's incredible that anybody would even, want it now. It's sat out on the highway. I said, "No, what's incredible is you've already offered to sell me that car, and now you're considering selling it to somebody else. Well, if you wanted it, you should have come and got it." I'm like, "What, Mom?" I couldn't come in. Finally, I just ended up walking out. Seth was in the front room. I said, "Seth, let's go." We went home. 2 days goes by, okay? And I got home, I was madder than hell. And my husband knew I was mad. And he was on my side, He was like, "No, they offered you that car. That's not right, And I said, if he doesn't have a change of heart, first of all, like within the next 24 hours, I'm done, because I've already had it up to here with his bullshit, okay? And I mean, a lot of stuff has gone on that, it's too much to even go into all of it, but a lot of stuff, Anyways, 2 days later, my mom calls, and she again says, "Well, it sat here and sat here if you wanted it." I said, "Mom, I offered numerous times. Billy was there when I offered to come and clean the damn car out. Never mind." I said, "You know what? Do me a favor." I said, "Call the guy." She said, "Well, I'm calling to tell you that we're going to let you buy the car." I said, "First of all, I shouldn't even be paying for this car." I said, "You owe me so much money that you haven't told your man about." I said, "I'm getting ready to drop the bomb." I said, "I seriously am." I said, I'm seriously getting ready to tell him how much money you owe me, first of all." I said, "And second of all, I'm fed up with, taking you to the doctor and taking you to the hospital." And I said, "And then this guy has the audacity to, even think about backing out on a deal with me." I said, "Where is his scruples? Where are they at? Because, this seems completely unscrupulous to me. I can't believe that you would even consider selling a vehicle to somebody else when you've already sold it to me. And the holdup is one of you guys going out there and cleaning it out for the last 6 weeks. And you've told me every week, 'I'll bring it on Monday, I'll bring it on Monday, I'll bring it on Monday,' and never did it." I said, "If you guys had wrecked your car, and I had promised you one of these junkers out here to drive, and I didn't show up for 6 weeks, and I just kept jerking your chain and jerking your chain, you'd be madder than hell too." In the meantime, I was also walking to work because then my mom hurt herself, and I had to go and help her regardless. And I'm walking to work in the cold and stuff. Couldn't even get her to do it then, Anyway, she said, "Well, I was calling to tell you that we're letting you take the car." I said, "No, Mom, I don't want the car." I said, "Never mind. Do me a favor. Tell your man that he can shove that car up his ass sideways for all I care. I wouldn't buy nothing from him now. I don't even feel comfortable making a car payment to him right now. And I don't trust him. And I'm beginning to not trust you." I said, "Because, when your little friend Allie wrecks her car, your man's over there in a second to fix it." I said, "My car's sitting there for 4 years up at my house waiting for him to fix it. And what does he tell me? We'll go get the transmission, or go get the take the carburetor off of it and bring it to me. Really? You don't ask Allie to take her carburetor off and bring it to you. You know, I say he couldn't go up there and fix it for me in 4 years. But yeah, I have bent over backwards to help you guys for years. I said, I'm just done. I hung up. You know. So, my mom has not called me back. I am not calling her. And the reason is because she insists that she, you know, did not say any of that when she did. And Billy was sitting there listening to it. And I have a witness, you know, that she told me even a week before that she was going out to clean out the car and bring it to me that another Monday. You know, Monday never came, okay? Well, you know, so we're not speaking. And we're not going to be speaking. And I do feel really bad about it. But on the other hand, I feel really bad about continually being taken advantage of by my family, by my mom particularly. I don't know how many promises my mom has made me in my lifetime and not followed through, you know. And I'm just so fed up with it. But yet, she bends over backwards to help everybody else, you know, all the time. I mean, and I don't know how many times complete strangers have come before me, you know. I'm just fed up with it. I love my mom, but I'm not going to be taken advantage of. And she owes me so much money now. They ought to just give me the car, is what they should have done, you know. So, over a car, my mom and I are not speaking, and I don't know if we ever are going to be speaking, because as long as she chooses to live with this person that I feel is not trustworthy. The other thing is that I'm checking the time. The other thing is that so many times he has acted like taking my mom to the hospital. Now, let me tell you, my mom is 70, and he's younger than me. Okay. And, you know, my mom's buying the house that they live in. And, you know, and she has made me promise that, you know, that I will see to it that he gets to keep the house, that my brother doesn't, you know, lose his marbles when my mom passes and take it from him. And I have promised that, you know, and that is really hard for me to swallow because he doesn't deserve it, you know, honestly. I mean, yeah, he may pay a few of the bills, but, you know, you got to pay bills wherever you're at. And my mom is still 70, working her ass to the bone so that she can buy this house. Why? So she can leave it to this idiot, you know. And I'm just fed up with the whole deal. So, you know, the thing is that, like I said, I don't feel like he, you know, he tries hard enough. I feel like he's using my mom, and has been for a long time, and, you know, took advantage of her when she was in a very low spot. And one time, a couple years ago, I had to call the ambulance for my mom. Now, he acted so ridiculous, and actually what had happened was my mom had just had a stroke, you know, and he acted like he couldn't even be bothered to get his ass out of the bed, to get the dogs out of the way so that the ambulance could get the stretcher in there to get my mom. That was the minute that, and I saw the way my mom looked when she put her head down, so embarrassed, because he was acting so stupid. Like he didn't even give a shit that she was on her way in the ambulance, you know. And she was embarrassed by it, and she was hurt. She was deeply hurt by it, you know. And that was the moment, I mean, the defining moment where I said, I can't stand this guy, you know. Anyway, that's it. That's the story of my mom. That's why I haven't mentioned anything about my mom. As far as I know, she did get an infection in that knee, and she had to go to the doctor. But she didn't call me. She called my son to take her. And, you know, so that's the update on Mom. We are not speaking, and I don't know if we are ever going to be. And that's hurtful. So I would, you know, I have prayed about it, but I don't, and I do feel like I should apologize for hanging up on my mom, but I don't feel like I should apologize for the things that I said. I'm not going to, because it was the truth, you know. And I don't feel bad about telling her, your man is a piece of crap. and he's taking advantage of you. And, you know, the idea that he would go back on a deal when he's lived with my mom for 7 years, he should consider me like family as well. And I certainly have bit my tongue many numerous of times when I wanted to say something. So I'm not going to bite my tongue anymore either. He's going to probably get an earful of between now and New Year's. I don't know when. The first opportunity I get. But anyway, pray for my mom that she has peace in her heart, because I know that she is hurting over it too. But she's not getting me an apology out of this kid for that. For stabbing me in the back. I'm not apologizing. And that may be being stubborn or whatever, and yeah, my mom is old. And it's too bad that she, you know, in 70 years of life hasn't figured out who her backup is, you know. And sometimes you do have to just cut him loose. So anyway, that's 11 minutes, so I better roll. But I will talk to y'all later. Peace. I'm going to be making some videos while in the stores today, and hopefully, you know, I'll holler at you all when I get back. So have a great day.